Oh, hey there. It's you again. Well, I've got some bad news. I'm gonna do some painting tonight. Sometimes the worst of the news can be the best of the paintings. So tonight, I dedicate this to the cash flow in all of us. And we're gonna try to do this one quick because I know it's been pretty scary outside and you may wanna go get under the covers. But I am Goth Ross, and tonight we're gonna do a little bit of a depressing little painting. Something I'd like to call Hangin' in the Woods. Let's get into it. Okay, so I'm right at the last step. I was almost completely ready when you arrived. I don't want that to do that. Or this. Let's get this a little nicer. Come on, lighting guys. Come on. It's a little hot, lighting guys. See, when you're lighting guys, and everybody knows lighting guys, when you have lighting guys, it can get scary. So just be nervous and you'll be okay. I'm gonna finish this. Okay. So here we go. I'm just trying to give you guys a little bit of flavor. Really just kind of like show you how you set this stuff up. There's a dark blue up top, okay? Pick whatever dark blue you want to do if you do something. And there's a dark red with a little bit of a bright red on the bottom. Isn't that fun? It's not supposed to be. Such a sad day today. But it was so awesome to be able to just get back into the scary grooves again. Okay, so here you go. I'm just gonna do a little check to make sure because I think I see one. Just want to try to get those off. You can just kind of wipe it off. You do this, you just wipe her off. The thing you got to make sure you got is your cleaning, because you got to clean all the time. See, so I have this cleaning container that has the mineral spirits in there. And they are odorless. And see, it's kind of nice because it has I just poured some out. It has these little beads in there, so when you go to clean it, you don't have to do as much effort to get it clean. It's not as hard to clean brush. So just make sure you clean your brushes, and that's what I'm doing. This is the pre-setup. The goal is, once I get going here, 30 minutes, okay? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna show you that you can put the most depressing thing down on canvas in the quickest amount of time. No problemo. Okay. Everything sound okay? You feel nice? Beaten Satan out of that one. So you just have your brush. I'm not even going to use that brush anymore, but I just wanted to clean it because it's fun. But what you do here, this is easy. Watch this. Watch how fun this will be. We just got to get a blue, okay? Now I haven't put titanium white down yet, so let's get that in there. And it doesn't matter. You just need to make sure that you're sad while you're doing this, because otherwise it's just not going to come out right. I always make sure that I'm at the saddest point of the day when I do this, because why would you not be? You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna use this brush here, right? Fan. It's a fan brush. So if you take your fan brush and we mix some colors, I'm not gonna show you that because you can mix your own dang colors. I'm just gonna mix a little bit of blue in with the white. Just a little bit. I want it bluish for sure. And I'm gonna get it on both sides. You wanna make sure it's dark enough for this step, but not too dark because it gets a little bit hairy. But it's fun. Let's just see how fast this takes. Okay, you ready? Here we go. So we're gonna do this first step, okay? And I want to show you on the fly, as an individual, with liberty and justice for all. Can't put that there. What are you thinking? Never mind. We won't do that angle. It's boring anyways. But we can do this. This could help you. Okay, watch. We're gonna do this. Are you ready? Don't get scared. Start laying it in. Just start laying it in. Right? Just lay it in there. Get it laid in. I like to go over the top a little bit so there's a little bit of that. But if you just kind of go for it and you just keep laying that on in there, it doesn't take long to have the basic shapes, but it's just, you don't need to worry about it because it's not going to be too scary yet. I'll get you scared soon enough, but we need to get past this step first. Okay, so you'll see that this painting will just darken down your day, make you feel in the dumps, and just makes you feel terrible about yourself. No, it doesn't make you feel terrible. You can feel however you want. I'll let you do it. Put some like little indications of whatever stuff's going on. Because this is kind of like a scary forest, right? That's what we're trying to get there, right? Okay, so you got that. How'd that feel? Did you feel good? You feeling good? I don't know if you're there. I hope you are. I hope you're there. But if you're not, I understand. But here, let's go back in to here. See, there's a wide view of it. You can kind of see right now. This is the step that you got to remember, okay? Otherwise, you're going to be screwed. And one other thing, and I need to go run, and there's one step I forgot to do, okay? Paper towels. Get your paper towels ASAP. At this point in time, Goth Ross is completely no funding. So I'm just doing this because I'm depressed, I'm lonely, and I want to do something. So you do it. And then you're not as depressed and not as lonely anymore. So now you just take your brush. See, this kind of a brush. And it's just dry right now. Totally dry. Look at that. Driest thing I ever seen. And you just kind of like swipe up. Okay. Swipey. Swipey town. And what happens is you start seeing illusions everywhere. And that's what painting is. Just fantasies and illusions, isn't it? It's not real. If it was real, you could take it to bed with you. But you can't. So see how it instantly just kind of like adds in a little bit of pizzazz in the background. You start feeling it, that it might be a real thing. Okay, is that fun? That's the first fun trick. That's how you make your basic background, and you can kind of like, you have forever to work with oil paint. So that's why I like oil paint, because you can blend for like 2 years if you want to. Well, no, you can't. You could blend for a while though. I could come back to this and even blend it later. I'm just gonna add in some more little scary little vibes. Look at that. Look at it. Don't go too crazy with it though. You want to keep it a little bit on edge. So there you go. So make sure once again, here, now that you've seen I doing that, make sure once again that you clean this apparatus. And that's what takes forever. And it's the thing that you probably weren't expecting to take forever, but it does. And you clean it off, and you throw it in there, and then you have this. This is your brush again. You know what a brush is. Okay, so you have your brush, you have this all going here. I need to see what's the next step. Yes, okay, the next step is to take your knife of choice. You can use whatever painting knife you like. And then you just go in, and we're just gonna like do some trees. So to do trees, I gotta get a brown color, so get your favorite brown. Whatever you want to use, it doesn't matter. The colors really aren't as big of a deal as just the way that we paint it, that makes it feel as though you're in the darkness and you're nervous. And that's what you're trying to get out of these kind of paintings. Just trying to get it dark and nervous. I'm just going to take just a little white and put it in there, just to marble it, as I call it, so the colors aren't exactly perfect. And then you have to clean your, see, it's just, you want to paint, get ready to clean and have cleaning constant. Hold on one second. Just a little bit nervous, a little bit frightened as a little individual. Okay, first off, you got to remember that you have an obligation to know where things are on your painting. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of like draw some trees here with this brown. And I like knives better because they clean faster. And as you paint with them, they give you the effect you need for this kind of thing. So let me clean off that knife. More. Just touching this crazy old thing called the canvas. Barely touching it. Right? Cleaning it off, getting more paint, putting some more white in there so it's a little bit more marbly. Okay, I'm just trying to get these trees in there. Okay, so that's one, and this is just the first part of the tree. Just have to keep drawing them those trees. Draw 'em. Okay, more of the paint. Clean off your thing. Throw that away. See how this is just so depressing to have to do this, but yet so fun. You know, when you have something that's like super depressing but super fun, kind of like that. Okay, I'm just gonna keep drawing these. If you just keep drawing it with this knife, it will work better. You can have this one like closer. I know that you guys are probably depressed watching this, but I promise you that I'm going to try to get this in a good spot. In a good spot. And how long is it? What day is it? What year? I'm going to put some red in there too, just a little bit of red. There's just a little red in that brown town. And just cut across it. Have fun with it. Get nervous, get sad about it, you know? Sometimes you just gotta like think about how sad you need to be to properly do this. Because you can't do this when you're happy. You can't be making scary stuff. You gotta be like super sad. At least that's what, you know, that's what I was taught. But I don't agree either. Okay, so there's another tree there. Okay, I'm still just drawing stuff. You there? You nervous? Okay, be careful. Here we go. Just continuing to let loose and just have a little bit of a down vibe. I gotta get enough of these trees in here because you have to do this. If you don't do that, then you're not gonna be able to get anywhere with your life. And I'm telling you now, as a friend to friend, you really do need help. But painting does help, and that's what I've learned. I can't really see because of my eye makeup. But this is what I look like. Okay, let me look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Let's get back to painting now. We'll do a wider shot. It's very scary in here. I want to make sure that you can see this. Okay, you can see it a little better now. Let's see. Let's make sure it's really good. Because I want you to see it. Because if you can't, then what's the point? Can you see it? You can see it a little better, maybe. It's tough. It's a very dark vibe. But I'm telling you right now, more than ever, I'm painting. And the other thing I like about this, like, you do these layers of liquid clear underneath everything, and then it makes everything like droop down into loneliness, and it's just like down in the trenches and scary, and I don't know, man. It's fun. Okay, here we go. Let's get a tree over here too. You just got to keep drawing these things. You can't be messing about. What's nice, like I said, is that since it's wet, you're not gonna run out of time. But if it's too wet, you gotta clean it up. So you kinda do this, right? Do this. See? See? Can you see? It's just like there's a tree back here, okay? It's very wet on this canvas. Whoever prepared the canvas for me earlier definitely made sure it was very wet, I guess. because it definitely seems extremely wet. Thanks a lot, guys. Making me look like an a-hole. Thanks a lot. You know what I mean? You can add in some more white into this brown. Let's just do that. Okay. But at the same time, I still need to be able to use that brown, so I need to get some more. I know you guys are getting a little tweaky, but I promise you, if you just get scary, you'll have fun. So far it's been 20 minutes, it's fine. I don't know if I'll get it done in an hour, I'll try. If I do, you guys owe me $100 each. So you can P.O. box it or whatever you need, or Venmo, or whatever you want. I'm gonna try to figure this out at the bottom here. What's nice about these knives is once you know how to use one, you can kind of like use it for a lot of stuff in different ways. And a lot of people really like that. Because when you're painting with this, especially with oil, it's easier. And please excuse me, because it is scary outside here today, so it might get a little bit monsoony, which is kind of fitting. Okay, I don't want to do too much here. I'm just kind of giving it some vibes. And then what I want to do is continue making these things, because I need to fill the whole background. Okay, I don't want you guys to forget. You got to fill the whole background up with trees. So I'm going to visually look at my reference that I've created, because I want to make sure I'm given the room needed for what comes after this. I'm using a little bit thicker paint now. Okay. Problem is you can't use too thick of paint, because the background, it won't stick. You know what I mean? So you just gotta kind of like get it to stick. And sticking to the plan of just popping it down and then letting go will make it a lot easier for children of all ages and adults. And if you guys have any questions or you get nervous, you can always just ask me a question, and I'll try to help you out. Let's get a different view so you can be not as bored. Okay, so then if you come in here and just kind of add in these trees. If you have the right consistency of oil, it will do what it does. If it's wrong, it will be too liquidy. It can be too liquidy. Some of it over here is kind of liquidy right now, because it's a little bit too much of the liquid clear in there, which is your guys' fault, because you told me to put a lot on there. And I don't think that's very nice, because I didn't want to, and you made me. And I blame it on you guys completely. I want to get to the most important steps, so you have to stick around until we get to the most important step, because this is all just background doohickeys. This isn't like very important right now, you know? The most important part of this painting is to come. And you guys are gonna like it. I know it. Okay, I need to clean off my knife, which I just did. Throw it in there. See, I haven't had to clean as much. It's nice to do this because it doesn't require like 2 hours of cleaning. You think it's scary? It's not even scary yet. Right now I'm just trying to make these trees kind of work, which can be a little bit tricky if the paint doesn't stick proper, but it seems like it's starting to now. What will happen is if you do it with a knife and you go up, it'll instantly kind of like put these like weird tree things into play. And go back over here. I'm going to add some more of this color in here because I think I like the color being a little bit more light back there. You want to be able to see it, because if you can't see it, how are you going to see the dead people? What do you think? Are you scared, or what are you doing? Because I'm just trying to have fun and trying to scare you guys at the same time. So just remember, I'm here for you at any moment. I love you guys. You're saving my life by making me paint, because otherwise I'd be all sad and lonely and not knowing what to do with my life as usual. But when you paint, you can let out all those demons. You can let them out on the canvas. Can't ya? What do you think, guys? Here, let's go back to this view. Here, let's view. Because you can't see what I was doing. Let's see if we can zoom in just a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, if we could just come in just a little bit, it would be so much better. But no, it's stuck. This is what you get. Okay? You can see it, but you can't believe it. But yeah, I'm just trying to get these trees to look right, and then we're on to the next step, okay? One of the most important steps of your life is just about to happen, and I ain't kidding. And I'm Goth Ross once again. Thanks, guys. And thank you, Night Mutilator, for being so cordial, so kind, or whatever. Don't need to worry about that down there too much, because it's gonna get covered. You know what I mean? You're just covering it up. I just gotta get this right, because I don't want to mess this up. Okay, so let me make sure that I'm given enough distance, because there's an important element to this puzzle that you guys have been waiting for, I've been waiting for, but sometimes it takes longer than you think to make these crazy old trees come to life. Add a little bit more white. Maybe like a little bit of the blue. This is still just all with this crazy old knife. See, now this is nice. This is what I like, because you can see the highlights, and the highlights are now on the left side, so you got to remember where you put your highlights, because if you put your highlights in multiple places, you're an idiot. No, you're not an idiot, you just don't know, but you are fun. Are you guys still there? Are you nervous? Does it sound okay? Does everything sound fine or not? Does it sound like poop? That's an interesting question. Somebody just asked, how is that you, Night Mutilator? How do you decide where to put all of the dead things? That's a good question. That is. And, you know, a lot of times what you got to do is you just got to visualize them in your mind. You got to think, okay, where is the dead things? And why are they dead? And what killed them? And why would they be there? I'm still trying to mix this brown. I need more of it. This takes forever, see? It's just a bunch of nonsense. It takes freaking all day. But some people can do it in really quick time. I thought I'd do this one in like 20, 30 minutes. It's already 35 minutes. Which is your guys' fault. But once again, let's go back to the question at hand. Because I know that a lot of guys want to see my face. You're wondering, how do you decide to put or how do you decide where to put all of the dead things? And that's a very good question. Very good question. Not a good, well, I don't know if I'd say good because I don't like that word. But if you come in and you just try to like have fun and just like in a scary way, you can really get into it. So, as you can see here, I'm just kind of putting these trees in, and I still don't like them yet. So I gotta just do it until I like it. This is how it is, you know? It's tough. You gotta get it right the first time, because it's not gonna just do it itself. So, you know, I'm putting in some highlights so these trees look a little bit cooler. And you just kind of let it do its thing. Oops, unless it does that. And then you can just fix it up. It's not permanent. It's not like every stroke you do is going to be on there and never can be fixed. Just like your life, you can always fix it by painting. If you're not having a good life, paint. You know, that's what I say. If you're having a crappy lifestyle and you're just lonely as hell and you're a sad little boy or girl, doesn't matter. You can be either. You can be both. You can be some. You can be none. Oh man, I'm making a mess over here. You might be asking yourself, Goth Ross, who the heck do you think you are? That's a good question. Because I don't know if I think. But, you know, if you do this, if you like let it like kind of hit it and then just forget it, this is where you get your realism. But you have to like stay in the same direction of it and then just let it kind of pop some stuff. It just kind of works. And then just keep getting more white, just having fun. I'm just kind of like laying in this white because it's helping with the texture of the trees, which we got to get right before we move on to the most important step that Justin, Cash Flow, and Night Mutilator have both been requesting all night. Now I'm just putting in whatever on these trees because you can with this knife. If you just kind of touch it and just let it go and do its thing and don't worry about it and don't touch it again. If you keep touching it, it just looks crappier and crappier. So you just do it once and done, right? And then it just puts in like little doohickeys everywhere that are just kind of in the right spots. And if you just keep going down the line, that one need a little bit. If you just get your knife cleaned off, you're gonna use a whole bunch, maybe even a full thing of paper towels doing this crap. you're very intensive on the materials, which Justin likes. And he's the credits boy. You remember that guy? You remember Night Mutilator? The credits boy? And you don't need to listen to this if you're not the Night Mutilator. But I remember that guy. What a badass. See, if you tell yourself stories that don't make any damn sense, it just makes it easier to paint. If you just do that, you know, if you just say something that makes no sense and then like be sad about it and then not be sad about it and go back and forth if you want. Try to be sad, try not to be sad. You know, you can do both. It's up to you. You're the one. You're the one. It's all you. It's all you now. But yep. Okay, that one's good. I'm almost there. I'm getting so close. It's just you got to get this crap right. Okay? Hi. I'm back. Sorry, we had some technical madness. The power was drained by a ghost. So we're going to get back into this scary painting because I got to finish this. I got to get to the point where we are doing what we need to do. Okay? So I need to get another damn tree in there. So hurry up with these damn trees. So I'm just adding all these colors. Black or brown mostly. Okay? Mixing it all up with the white and the blue a little bit. And I just want to put another tree over here. For Christ's sake. I just want it to be here. Okay? Just want a damn tree in there. Just put the damn trees in this thing already. How long does it take you to do a stupid ass tree? So that's the biggest problem. Is that it took too long to do damn trees. And I'm not even done with the trees yet. The biggest thing, and remember, everything is a failure. Everything is a mistake. And you go with those mistakes. Okay? Just go with it. This is my suggestion to you as Goth Ross. Just trying to tell you. You just got to go with whatever the hell happens because there's no other choice. You got to do it. So just do it. You're done. You got one more tree. Just give me one more tree in here, okay? This big one here. Get it in there already. And this is where you can see where you just kind of do it fast and it's just get it done. Put it in there. And you can blend it out. This one I want to be big. So just get it in there. And then I want the white in there. And if you're back, I want to hear your voice because I miss you. I miss you. You're going to be able to see what the next step is, and that's the only part of this whole thing that I've been wanting to do because it's really going to let out that aggression that I need to let out right now. I don't think that we were online that whole time. I was doing a bunch of stuff. So to recap, just in case you weren't there, I just kind of cleaned this up a bit, got a different view. We're close up now. You can see it a little better. You're going to have a little bit more fun with it. Let's just tilt it down just a little bit. You ready? Count me up. Here we go. I am Goth Ross. Okay, so see, as you can see, I've added in limbs. And I've added in just a lot of entertaining entities. And I'm just kind of right now adding in a little bit more details before we get to one of the most important steps of this whole thing. And when I say important, I want you to get your head out of your ass and pay attention to Goth Ross. Goth Ross loves you. But Goth Ross is also pissed the hell off right now because his show's a disaster tonight. But that's what happens when you're a crew of one trying to do this. A little bit hard. But I'm doing it. Okay, so here we go. Now comes the fun part. This is the part that we've all been waiting for. And this liquid is everywhere. I'm gonna clean my brush off. Okay. There, I clean it off. And my hands are messy. Very, very, very messy. You can count on that if you do this, like I said before, in a depressing tone, that it is definitely very difficult to have fun. Okay, hold on. I'm very close to the step that I want to be on. I need to get another color. Okay, let me get that color out. And that would be yellow ochre. So let's get that out here. That's just part of what I want. So I'm gonna mix in some, I want some white, I want some yellow ochre a little bit. I want some of this brownish color in there a little bit. Okay, a little bit more brownish. A little black. The black is canceling everything out. You don't want to do that. Bad idea. Let's get the white. If you guys are still bored, don't worry about it. It's fine to be bored. Being bored is fun. And I know what I'm doing. It's just taking me too damn long. I ain't no other guy who died. I ain't him, you know? I'm the goth version and I'm depressed about it. But I want you to see this part because this is a part I was so excited about all night. I've been excited all night about this, and I'm still mixing this color, sorry. It's close. Okay. So, what I wanted to do is have, this is where you decide. You have to really decide. Where do you want to put your dead bodies? Where do you need to put your dead bodies? So, I'm going to go in here and get my dead bodies in there. I need them in there. What I wanted to do here is get, this is hanging in the trees or the forest or whatever. Okay, just a little indication of a rope hanging from right there. And then let's just get the other indications of some ropes in there. Okay, just indicating that there's ropes. So you can indicate over here even, on this really dark tree, that there's a rope. Can you see it? It's too hard to see. You'll see on the YouTube version, after we produce this, a little bit different views of some of these things. I'm adding in ropes on each of these tree limbs just to kind of give a place for them. Just have them everywhere. Just have some ropes as if people are going to be hung from these ropes. Just have them in there. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about those ropes. You want those ropes to be there. Those ropes are going to be there. You know what I mean? So you're going to go in there with the rope. And there could be a rope let's say there's a rope even way up here. Okay, I'm just kind of like touching it and letting it be what it is, because you don't want to mess around with this crap. You can mess it up. And that's why you just do these like little, as we call, indications, because if you touch it too many times, and this is the key for every painting that you do, if you sit there and you touch the same spot over and over again, it's going to look like crap. But if you do it once and forget it, it's going to look good. If it's the right brush and you're doing it right. I'm using a liner brush for this because liner brushes are rad. I really wish my iPhone would work. Let me try to go to the close-up one. See, the close-up one is not showing the right video signal, and that's kind of a sad thing because we want it to be the right thing, but it's not going to be that. See, it just keeps showing me. I can't get it to... It won't connect to my stupid phone anymore. That's a bummer. Okay, well, let's go back into the painting. And as you can see, let me zoom this up for you. Maybe I can help you out a little bit. That's not the right thing. Where is it? That's not it. Hold on one second. Just want to get this. Here we go. Nope, that's not it. What's wrong with you, you idiot? Ah, God. Help me. Let's see. I want to zoom in on this. I am. There, now you can kind of see it a little better. Let's see if we can, like, focus in on it. This is a reality of making a one-person show. I want to make it good so you can see. But see, now you can see in there. You can see in the forest a little bit. And see these? See these? Look at this. There's these ropes. I only painted them one time. You don't want to be painting this crap a bunch of times. Because if you do, it's not going to look good. So here, let's see if we can show one. Yeah, okay, so let's say we put one over here. See how I just do it once, even if it's not totally perfect on there? You don't want to touch it again, because then it'll look like crap. That little rope going around the limb. And then you just kind of like do that, right? Then there's like a little rope sitting there. And you know, ropes on limbs are scary in themselves just because of the fear of them, the terror. You can feel the terror. You can feel the terror everywhere. I'm going to put one here too. It seems like there needs to be one up here. In the bottom half of this painting, I'm going to do separate. Probably tomorrow. Right now I just want to get the main top part done, and that's the beauty of this thing called oil paint, is that you don't have to paint it all in one sitting unless you're on a network that's demanding it. You can just do it on a very slow pace if you want to. You could take like 2 months doing this if you wanted to. But whatever. So I just have, let's see, we have a one here. Let's put one over here. Okay, so once again, I just do a real quick little flip around the tree. And then just like do the rope once. Don't worry about where it landed. Don't try to fix anything. Just let it be. Now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's a lot more than on the painting that I did a test with. I can tell you right now that painting with real paint is definitely a much bigger, scarier, depressing challenge for anybody because it's hard. It's not an easy thing. It seems easy, and some people in the past have said it is, but you're either good at it or you get good at it, or you're just a baby. I'm just going to add in a couple little lines here. Just highlights in here in the trees, on the limbs, because it seems like they need it. Once again, you don't want to overwork anything. You just kind of do it once. See, if you touch it again, what happens is it disappears with this kind of painting. So you can touch it again if you want to fix something, but otherwise don't do it because you'll just mess it up. And then you're a failure. And you don't want to be a failure. Tell you what. So what do you think? I mean, so far it's a scary area. It's a scary area. What I want to do now that we have that, is you then take a dark color, like the black, mix it with some brown, and I'm still here. I know you guys are scared. I want to show you that I am. See, I'm here. I love you. I'm Goth Ross. And it takes a long time to paint. Don't worry about it, okay? It's just the way it is. Shut up. Give me shit. So you just want to get in there. You want to get some brown. Some brown town. And then you have this mix of very thin paint. You want it to thin out a bit because you're entering the zone of putting in dead bodies. This is where it really gets real. This is where it really gets real. So I'm going to go here in the middle, down here. Let me see if I can move that over for you. I'm going to make this just a little bit more interactive for that purpose. I know I'm zoomed in on that image, so it's not the best quality ever, but you can get a vibe. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to tap in this guy. It doesn't matter. It's just a head. And you want to get the black. It's just indicating that he's there too. You don't have to like have detail. You just want it to be like the best body you've ever seen. And that's the scary part. Okay, so I'm just adding in the shoulders and the arms. Okay, so I want this arm to be in here. Serpy's trying to get in here, and she's the dog of Night Mutilator. And once again, when you're doing this part of it, it's indicating that he's there. And it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be the best. So don't screw it up. Just make sure that it's the right proportion body, and you'll be fine. If you have your proportions right, then you'll be fine. If you can't figure out proportions, you're screwed. But you aren't. And that's where I want to go back to the whole idea that, you know, with oil paint, you can fix stuff and make it scarier if it's not scary enough. And you can erase stuff, basically. It's like painting is kind of like, I don't know. If you've never painted before and you're a goth and you want to paint, I'll tell you now that you just got to be ready for weird at first, because it's not exactly the same as drawing, right? It sort of is. And this guy's getting me real dark back there, so you got to think about that too. So then I'm going to start bringing in some lighter colors, lighter brown on him. And you can just kind of like, once again, just kind of highlight some stuff. I'm just adding some highlights into this that are implied highlights. And it's just with paint, using paint. We're painting tonight, if you haven't figured that out yet. This is not hallucinating or AI, as they call it. This is not AI. I'm giving him highlights like on his legs. And I want to give him some highlights here on his arms. And just touching. And on his head. And, you know, just kind of giving him a little bit of silhouette vibe. But also, you can see the highlights. So it's that, you know, it's just fun. Just putting them in there. Just having fun with them. You just want to try to figure out how the paint flows on the canvas. Okay, so let's say that he's there. I don't know if I think he's the best silhouette in the world, but I don't want to overdo it. I kind of like it darker, even though it's kind of like, you know, in The Wizard of Oz when they show the midget hanging from the tree, it's just silhouetted. You can kind of tell that it's something over there. That's what I'm trying to do here. And once I get through this guy and maybe one more, I think we'll be good. I'm putting the noose around his neck. Okay, you don't want to overdo it. Once again, it just needs to be implied that there's like a noose there. And there we go. Trying to get the paint out of there. I try not to use the paint cleaner too much because it's not good for you. To be breathing that stuff. Unless you want to breathe bad stuff for you. I just don't. Okay. Once you get in there, okay, there. I'm trying to get it so it looks like it's going behind him. I'm just touching the canvas. touching it, just barely touching it. I don't know if you can even tell what's going on, but I'm just touching it and cleaning it. Trying to just make this guy at least interesting to be hanging over there. And what you can do is on the other side, is put some red. No, I'm gonna leave it dark, okay? I don't want to put red in there. I was about to, but I didn't. And where are we at on time? Okay. Hour and 40 minutes. I tried. It takes a while to do these things. I invite you to enjoy our Instagram page, Bloodshed Deathbath, where a lot of the final paintings are actually posted. But the main place that they're going to be posted at is gothross.com. So get on gothross.com, get down with yourself, get sad, get lonely and nervous, and just enjoy it while it lasts. I'm gonna put another dude over here. Let me move this over. Okay, I'm working on this side over here. There would be a dude back here. And he's just hanging here. Now when people are hanging, they don't have their arms out or anything, so it's pretty easy to just have them limp. And you don't have to make it super detailed. You can just, just get it in there. Uh-oh, there's a weird thing of paint here. Gotta get it off. I did. Okay. Alright, so this dude is dead over here. Maybe he's not even getting lit by any of the light. I mean, maybe just a little bit. So you always want to kind of think about adding just a little highlight, even if it doesn't show everything. We're not detailing it out. It's just you gotta make sure you can just kind of see that there's a person there. It's scary. This is not supposed to be like, hey, it's in your face that there's people hanging out back in these woods. Hanging in the woods, they're like scary. Okay, so there's the noose around his neck over there. And see, that's like kind of good because it's just implied that there's a guy there. Beautiful. This guy now, I'm thinking I touched him up too much. The guy up front. But he's a badass, and I'm getting it done. Okay, so he's hanging there. Oh my goodness. Okay, if we can get this done here in the next 20 minutes, then we're set. Some of these people can be just like way off in the distance, and you can just kind of imply it really big time. Okay, so don't overdo the ink, or the paint. Just let it kind of like go once, and then just put the noose on this guy. Don't overdo it, just do a little thing. And then let's just put a little bit of highlight on him back there. Implying that there's a body. Okay, I want to get more black on that. Sometimes you do it and you think you suck. And sometimes you don't. Okay, I don't know. You can barely see that guy. But he's there, I guess. Okay. I'm getting scared. See, I get emotional real easy. Let's ask Slurpee. What do you think of the painting? Is it good? Did it turn out good, Slurpee? Here it is. After all of that, this is what it looks like in its final format. It was quite a journey doing this with you. It was very depressing, as I expected. The water has blood in it, otherwise it wouldn't be tinted that color. As you can see, I added all these plants and stuff in here. But it just took a little bit of time. It's fine. This one took about an hour and a half total. We'll do it again. Thank you. I'm Goth Ross. Goodbye.